Ya estamos en vivo. We are on. We're live.
Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this with me, Lorena Holistica. We join forces to work together, and something that I think is very important, especially when you are on your way to ascension, right? So I want everybody to write in the comments, where are you watching us from? And if you're interested in reclaiming the original blueprint, right? So, first, I want everybody to set the mood. Put your hands over your heart. Take a deep, slow breath. Take another one. And I want you to not notice the subtlety of your inner light. Does it feel bright? Does it feel dim? Or somewhere in between? And all of them are okay for now. Just notice the subtle nuances of your life. Now, I want you to notice, if you haven't been feeling quite yourself since the last 6 years, wink, wink. Have you felt not being physically, emotionally, or energetically yourself? Then this life, it's for you. So stick around with Lore Holistica and me, because we're going to introduce you to an event we're having next Saturday, the 25th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, that is limited only to 15 souls. And it's called Reclaiming Your Original Blueprint. Without further ado, here is Lorena.
Hi, Maria. I'm very grateful that you invite me to join you in this journey. I'm Lorena. For those followers that we have, I was checking, sorry, on the YouTube live if people are connecting and comment. I'm very happy to be here. For those who doesn't know me or don't know me, I'm intuitive energy healer and I'm co-facilitator of this experience with Dr. Maria. I was trained with her, and now we weigh of our gift together in this group fields. So if you have felt not quite yourself, like Maria says, in last few years, well, like something in you dim and never fully came back, stay with us, like Maria says. Okay. So now, Maria, as co-healers, we are seeing a very specific pattern since the pandemic, right? How are
Yes.
you reading what's happening in people's bodies and fields, especially around toxins and inoculations?
Well, the patterns that I have seen with many people, at, and at the beginning, a lot of my colleagues and other doctors were called crazy, right? And other people, because the symptoms were real. People had fogginess, they quite didn't feel well, they knew that they had something in them. Some labs were normal, there was disconnection. You couldn't connect. And some people succumb to fear,
Mm-hmm.
to guilt, because most of them said, well, I had to get the inoculation, otherwise I was going to be fired. So there is guilt in their shame and not being understanding. And now we know that some of these things are called the virus long-term syndrome, right? But
Correct.
some things were really real, especially I never got inoculated, but I noticed in my gynecologist that I was having problems with my period. They came in very erratic and menopausal. So it became an issue. For some people got myocarditis. Some people are calling to have turbo cancers.
Yes.
And we are seeing now the journals, the scientific journals coming with this information. It was not in our head. It is actually happening. So there you have it.
Wow. Yes, that's true. So, yes, I feel like in some people that I'm seeing on my consultations that they have layers of shock in their body, like the chest, the gut, the head. Some people are complaining about that, right? And it's like the light is there, and but rapid in static. It's some people. It's like they say, "I don't feel the way I used to feel. I don't feel in my body." So something is not. It's not there. It's like something is missing.
Yeah. So I want to clarify here something. We're not giving medical advice. We're just reading and clearing imprints in the nervous system and the biofield that were left by everything that came along with the entire pandemic.
Correct. Yeah, and our work together is basically about unwinding those layers so their original blueprint can feel again, that they can feel in their bodies again and they can feel themselves, correct?
Yes. So I want to explain a little bit about what an imprint is. So
Okay.
these are the fingerprints of events, shocks, trauma, chemical intervention that stack up and deem your original blueprint. Okay. So you probably are like, oh, I felt great before 6 years ago, and I don't know who I am. I don't know what my purpose is. I am having these maladies that are coming out of nowhere.
Mhm.
So, yes.
Okay, Maria, let's talk about the healing session that we are holding together on April 25th. What will people experience that day in the 2 hours that we are going to be together with us?
Okay. It is going to be a deep clearing. Please make no mistake. It's going to be deep. Are you going to feel something? Well, you might feel a lot of burping. You might feel a lot of sighing, a lot of yawning. You might tear a little bit, coughing. That's what you're going to feel. Maybe a little bit tired, but re energized at the end of the healing session. So, this is going to be a 2 online live container. No, we are not going to record this session. It's a one-time deal, um, because we are going to talk about medical information of some of the clients is there. So it's going to be a container. We're going to use body prime energy, and you
Mhm.
learn about what body prime energy, and that's what assists the blueprint. We're going to use multidimensional holographic kinesiology to identify the toxic and environmental and energetic imprints and where they are. We are also going to use sacred Mayan geometry. These are living light codes used to clear and reorganize and stabilize your biofield to restore the original blueprint. Why? Because this is the density of all those energetic fields. So the original information, it's not here, it's out there. And it densifies into DNA. So this is what you're going to get. You're going to feel lighter, present, clearer, more hopeful. So it's going to be great.
Which is very important, sorry to interrupt you, Maria, that people need to be with the camera on because we need to track them. It's very important for us in order to help them to have the cameras on, correct?
Yes, exactly. So you might want to take some notes. If you want to lay down, it's good. If you, we ask you to be comfortable, right? Very comfortable. You don't need, if you want to lay down, great. What I want you to do is to choose a place in your home that for 2 hours, you won't be bothered.
No interruptions. Yes. And while Maria is mapping and working with the blueprint, I'm going to be tracking the whole group field and individuals' nervous system. That's why it's very important for me that you have your cameras on, offering also guidance of somatic cues, imaginary and energetic support. So your body can safely receive and integrate the shifts of our work. Right, Maria?
Yeah, right.
So,
and if you're listening to this and you already say, yes, I need to join this session, please, we're going to have in the description the link to save your spot.
Correct. Yeah, it's very important. Like Maria said at the very beginning, if you, in case that you just connect with us, it's going to be a small group, no more than 15 people, because we need to content the whole experience and the people. So it's very important. And for that reason, if you are really interested on take this session, please save your place as soon as you can. Yeah. We are going to put the link. Once we finish the live, I'm going to write the link underneath so people can join us from the link and then can receive all the information that they need for that. Correct?
Correct. So, Lorena, before you did all of this work, because you became a medical intuitive after the pandemic, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us what was happening with your body and your life? And what made you decide that this was the path that you wanted to take?
Well, because it's funny because during the pandemic, I was diagnosed with cancer, but it was during the pandemic, I already, start my journey to make a lot of changes in my life and in my body. But of course, after the pandemic, and then with all my my path with you, learning about medical intuitive medicine and all these things, I find out even that I didn't have the inoculations, I was having different symptoms in my body. Like sometimes I was too tired. Sometimes I had some pains that I never had in my body before. Like you say, some irregulations in our hormones, those type of things. And what I felt that doing this process that we are going to do next week helped me a lot to go back to that balance that I was missing. So allow me to ground and allow me to find myself again. Because like I said, I was having symptoms that I never had before for no reason. I didn't know why, and even I don't have any inoculation again at that time. We find out that being with people that receive the inoculations, we also receive that information, right?
Yes. Yes. And that was a surprise for both of us because at that time, of course, I was getting a lot of my clients coming in, even to see me. They said, "We don't care, but we need to address this." One of the things that I noticed is that I got the inoculation by via, it could have been breath, touch, uh,
Food.
food, uh, many other ways, and that appeared in my body. So I said, well, I didn't consent to this. There must be a way to get rid of this. And we put our heads together, our energy and capacity and ability to read the fields to get rid of this.
Maria, and let me ask you something. Why? What made you decide to do this? This work needs two people to help the whole thing instead of one.
Instead of, pardon me, instead of what?
Yeah, two healers instead of one.
Oh, because it's a very detailed protocol.
Yes.
So one need to be holding the space and monitoring how the energy moves for this field of all the people that are involved in the healing. While I do something, Lorena can do other thing. Also, we do it so the price is more sensible.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you really wanted to do this one-on-one, it's way more costly, right? Because it's deep and it doesn't. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that if you do it one-on-one, it takes 3 days. With this one, we are going to do it all in one day.
Correct. And then if somebody, for example, needs to work deeply, of course, that person can contact us after the sessions, and we can definitely have one-on-one session with that person. Correct?
Yeah. And I am very passionate to this because we're moving forward into the fifth dimension in a different planet Earth. And we need to be connected to Source completely.
Yes.
So these inoculations at some level were designed not to keep us connected to Source. So my understanding now is that I need to help as many people possible. And I think if I'm not speaking for yourself, but I know Lorena wants to help a lot of people.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
correct. We see that the couple, I would say, the last 2 years since we started with this, and we see a big difference in those people that make these healing sessions. So we really think that it's important to share with more and more people, because they may even know that they have this, because probably they don't know. They just don't feel in themselves, and that's it. So we want them to know. Oh, some people actually go to the doctors with some problems. The doctors say, I don't know why you are suffering from this or from that. They can't find the cause, and actually we know the cause, so we want to help those people.
Yes, absolutely. Because the causes might not be in the physical field. So we have to go above and beyond and go into the different layers of the biofield and even go into different dimensions, right? How do I know this? I've been for 20 years a medical intuitive, and I do energy medicine. Before that, I was a geneticist, and I've been working for a long time. So DNA, I know. Um, but I could actually see the changing in patterns that keep showing up post pandemic. So the two of us, we're going to make it a wonderful 2-hour experience. And before we finish, I want to invite everybody to see where the stress is. So I want everyone watching us to close your eyes. And I want you to notice a heavy or numb area. It doesn't matter if it's inside your body, laying on top of your body, or in the outside of your body. So close your eyes. Just notice a heavy or numb area. And you're going to have the intention of asking your body to show you exactly if there is any stress, toxins, or inoculations still processing in that area. Don't judge the area. Don't try hard to see what's in there. Don't try to explain it. Just notice what's different. I want you to invite the memory of your original light. And I want you to bathe that original light into that spot. Notice what you notice. See what is different. And I want you to hold that spot before there is an overload. But also, you have the power to start releasing. I want you to notice right now the tiny shifts.
We invite the people to text on the chat if they're feeling something. Like Maria says, tiny shift that maybe you feel a relief, something warm in your body, or tears. Tell us on the chat, please.
So, what would you say, Lorena, if somebody has this question? Is this safe with my current medical care?
Sorry again?
Is this safe with people to come in with their current medical care?
Oh, of course, yes. They can. There is nothing that they will have in contradiction if they are doing anything with the taking medicines or doing something out of respect. Actually, this kind of work that we're doing is like you said before, it's not just physical, it's more emotional, it's about their energy. So there is no problem at all with that. No contradictions at all, no side effects. The only thing, like Maria said at the very beginning, maybe after working with us, you will feel a little tired. You will have a couple things, but nothing very big or nothing very dangerous. I would say, I don't know how to put the words, but yeah, nothing really like you have to be worried about it. And whatever you feel after the work, of course, you can chat with us and let us know. And of course, we are here to help you, to continue and guide you on the whole process.
Great. And remember, this is not medical advice, neither a medical intervention. This is spiritual, energetic, and biofield support.
Correct. I have a question here that they're asking where people can register for these sessions. So yes, we are going to recap in a few minutes with the whole information. So
yes, we're going to provide the link.
Correct.
For you to register. And remember, only 15 souls are the ones that going to register can work with that. If we have more than those, of course, we'll repeat this session for the rest of them in a later date.
Okay, and how people know, let's recap a little bit, how people know that this session is for them, what they need to be feeling, what is the concerns that they will say, yes, this is for me, why I should register for this session?
Well, one is you still worried about the future and what can happen next. You feel that your light is dim since 2020. You are worried that you're carrying toxic environmental inoculations related to the energetic imprints. And even though you've been doing physical detox and you're doing work, and a lot of people, thank God, realize the positive side of this pandemic is that a lot of people shifted into I have to take care of myself and my mental health and my energetic body. So if you are one of those that said, I'm doing all of that, but I need a really deep clearing to extract all of that, and I need a sacred reset at the blueprint level, this is for you. So when do we meet, Lorena?
Okay, we are meeting live online on April 25th at 4 p.m. New York time, Eastern time, for 2 hours. The investment is $175, and we are limiting again the space of 15 souls, so we can truly take care of each of you. And to claim your spot, you will be able to click the link in under this video. Also, if you following Dr. Maria on Instagram or follow me on Instagram, we will have the information in our bios, and then also in all our social media, right? So you can go there, and then or actually also you can direct message to us with the word blueprint, so we will be able to send you the link for the registration. And even if you, after Maria's exercise that she asked you to ground it and everything, and you were listening to us the last almost 30 minutes, and if you even feel a small part of you exalt tonight, That's your system recognizing a space where it can be held. So we will be honored that if you can join us for this recalibration on April 25th.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. But for example, oh, I see a question here.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I want people to answer that in the chat.
Yes.
How much do you feel like your light has dimmed since the pandemic? 1, going, I'm fine. 10, oh, yeah, a lot.
Well,
What's the number?
Yes, for me it's 10. I actually said a few minutes ago, for me, I actually, after I did all this exercise of healing process, for me, I start to find out why I was having these problems, and I was able to change all that. So I can say now I'm on 10. I was around 4 at that time. Now I'm on 10. I feeling really, really good.
Okay.
What about you, Maria? I know you also have a big change. So tell the people how you feel.
I feel, well, the scale is 1 to 10. With 1 not feeling great,
Right.
and 10 feeling amazing. Now, right now, I feel 10. And after we did the work with ourselves and it worked, it's great. So there are no traces of that inoculation in many other inoculations. So that's wonderful. And yep. So if you have a mystery symptom or energy shift you've struggled to explain to your doctors of and your family, write it in the chat.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, also that I would like to people write down is who in the people who are watching right now, or if they watching watching us later, who here has done energy work before, and who will be a total beginner. Sorry. So if you already have experience, write the word experience. Or if you are new, write the word new. If you're a beginning, write the word new. So we know how to guide you on the 25th. It's very important to us to know what is the group holding the energy, how the experience, what are you having? Like Maria says, if you have in any the mystery symptoms in your body, tell us. It's in your head, it's in your gut, it's in your, I don't know, maybe something. Some people feels arrhythmias. How you say that in English, Maria? Arrhythmias.
Arrhythmia.
Yeah. So we have a lot of people complaining about that as well.
Yeah. So also I want you to answer, when you think of original blueprint, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? What do you think it is? There is no wrong answer. So just put it down below. Any other questions you have for the people that are watching us?
No, let me see. Okay, one question will be, if you could receive one thing from being held by 2 healers for 2 hours, what will be? It will be clarity, relief, validation, recognition. What will it be? Please, you can put the name below.
Yeah.
And it's important that, because for sure everybody's looking something different, right? We are individuals, so for sure everybody have different symptoms, different feelings, and we want to take care of all of you.
Yeah. And I want to say something. If you're curious but on the fence about joining us on April 25th, what's your biggest question or hesitation? Time, money? Not sure if it's for you. Put a question mark and we'll DM you, or you can chat with us and we will give you some answers. There are certain words we cannot use on YouTube. So
Yeah. No, that's fine. And then people are asking if they're not in the United States. Of course, you can join us if you're not in the United States. This is going to be online session, 2-hour session. So you just need a computer, internet, and the camera and the microphone. So that's, and of course, like Maria says, you need to be in a space that you will not have any interruption. If you can have, also we will ask you that day, but if you can have your water, it's very important to be hydrated during the whole process. We will ask you probably to have like a kind of a candle or essential oils. So yes, we will, once you register, we will send you the list of the things that you need to bring. There are not many. Don't worry about it. You will find in your house for sure. So no worry about that. And again, we'll put the link under the video. Once we finish the live, I will write down the link. And again, you can go to Dr. Maria social media or my social media. And Maria, why don't you tell us, the people, where are your social medias?
I am usually on Instagram at Maria Limardo, PhD. And my email is maria.limardo@gmail.com. And I'm on Facebook as Dr. Maria Limardo, PhD. So you could find me there. And same thing in YouTube.
Perfect. That's great. Yeah. And you know me here. I'm Lorena Holistica, and then I'm Lore Holistica, sorry. And then I'm as well in Instagram, I as Lorena_Alonso P. And then in Facebook, I'm as Lore Holistica. And I think that's it. And if you want to send me an email, it's loreholistica2020@gmail.com as well. So
Good.
I don't know. I think we're good. We've been on the air for 37 minutes, almost 38 minutes.
Good.
We try to cover as much as we can. We want to let some information for the day.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
if you have any questions, you can contact us.
Correct.
And remember, it's only for 15 souls.
Yes. So thank you so much for joining me, Maria, on my channel. Hopefully, we try different ways to go alive today. We tried on your Instagram. My microphone didn't work. I don't know why, but we're here. So hopefully people will follow us, will watch us. And please share this information. If you don't feel it's your time, but maybe you know somebody, send this video, at least the link, so they can, people can contact us. Okay?
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.